Welcome back, cyber survivors. I'm Jack, guiding you through yet another week of digital carnage. Because yes, the internet still leaks, hacks still happen, and patching remains optional. For you, not them. So strap in, grab your overpriced coffee, and let's inspect the smoking wreckage of 5 fresh cyber meltdowns. But first, use your last brain cell to hit that like, subscribe, and ring that bell for us, so the algorithm shows this hell to more of you. Let's go. According to the team at the Hacker News, Iranian-linked threat actors have been mapping ship automatic identification system, AIS data days before real-world missile strike attempts, essentially blending cyber recon with physical warfare. So your naval supply chain isn't just being watched by drones, it's being tracked by cyber spies with spreadsheets, then hit for real, because nothing says cyber like face-to-face missiles and maritime chaos. Why it matters. This blurs the lines between just data stolen and actual bombs get dropped because the hackers helped aim them. The stakes aren't just bits and bytes anymore, now they're metal and fire. What to do? Organizations in maritime, logistics, shipping, treat AIS data and OT networks like high-value assets, monitor for anomalous ship tracking queries, access to public-facing telematics tools, coordinate cyber and physical security teams. Yes, they need to talk now. Raise your threat model. The attacker might be prepping everything, not just the VPN. From Bleeping Computer. A global campaign called ShadowRay 2.0 is turning exposed Ray cluster compute resources into crypto mining botnets by exploiting a decades-old code execution flaw. Your expensive GPU cluster you thought was crunching AI models? Surprise. It's now running Monero for someone else. Because innovation apparently means someone else makes the money while you pay the bill. Why it matters. Compute-heavy assets exposed to the net equals massive risk. If your cluster is compromised, you may end up paying for someone else's profit, plus the damage a cleanup, and the old bug means you had all the time to patch. What to do? Audit access to compute clusters, cloud GPU/AI model infrastructure, ensure only minimal required services exposed, apply latest patches, use monitoring for unusual loads, unknown VMS, crypto traffic outbound, consider deploying honeypot decoys for your exposed assets. The Hacker News reports that the attack group, your TUG, is exploiting 6 known security flaws in end-of-life ASUS WRT routers. Tens of thousands of devices compromised, sharing the same self-signed TLS certificate for internet access. Ah yes, your home/branch office router you haven't touched in years is the gateway to someone else's command and control server, because nothing says secure network perimeter like a decade-old Wi-Fi box. Why it matters. Consumer grade or light business network gear sitting on the internet equals huge entry point. Once the router is hacked, everything behind it is exposed or controlled. What to do? Check if you, or your staff, use ASUS WRT gear, especially EOL models, update firmware, or replace the device entirely, change default credentials, disable remote management over WAN, segment network so that sensitive devices aren't behind compromised routers. A vulnerability in 7-zip, symbolic link-based remote code execution, CVE 2025-11001, has entered active exploitation in the wild. You know how you thought compressing files was safe? Right. Because hackers obviously love nothing more than sneaking in via your zip tool. Who'd suspect courteous little archive software? Why it matters. Popular open source tool with wide usage. Vulnerability, Shakakar broad exposure. Attackers can slip code in via safe-looking archives. What to do? Ensure you have 7-zip version 25.00 or later. Patch exists. Block or sandbox archives from untrusted sources. Train users to treat downloads with caution. Monitor for unusual process creation stemming from extraction operations. Bleeping Computer reports a critical flaw in the widely used W3 Total Cache W3TC WordPress plugin. Attackers can exploit a PHP command injection via comment posting, gaining remote control. Because your blog site, the thing you installed for just a little presence on the web, is now a full-blown server hijack waiting to happen. Caching now includes attacker shells. Why it matters. WordPress is everywhere. A plugin flaw equals thousands of sites exposed. Once exploited, attackers have server-level access, potentially pivoting to other systems. What to do? Immediately update W3TC plugin to the fixed version. Remove unused or abandoned plugins. Run web application firewall WAF. Monitor for POST requests with suspicious payloads for all WordPress sites. Enforce least privilege. Isolate hosting where possible. Alright folks, that's your Cyber Hell Week inspection. We saw nation-state hackers tracking ships for missiles, compute clusters turned into crypto mines, routers older than your coffee machine being hijacked, a beloved zip tool getting exploited, and WordPress plugins betraying your blog. If there's one theme here, it's your weakest link is often the system you thought you trusted, the vendor you ignored, the click you trusted, or the patch you skipped. So patch faster, audit deeper, train harder, and maybe, just maybe, assume you're already hacked. If you enjoyed watching the internet collapse one story at a time, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss next Sunday's edition of the Cyber Hell Week. Until next time, stay paranoid, stay patched, and above all, stay weird. Good night.